Okay, guys, what's happening? Welcome to my maths class. Yesterday, the finance minister revealed that they spent 58 million Ghana cedis in support of the Black Stars World Cup campaign. That obviously led to questions. How did we spend the money? Where did the money go? Because we know that FIFA gives every country that qualifies $2.5 million to prepare for the tournament. And then when you get to the tournament, FIFA takes care of everything. So how did we spend our money? Well, it's worth noting down that the only money out of, in fact, by the way, he also, the finance minister, also went to City FM on Friday morning where he said that he will take the 58 million back from the FA and the sports ministry once FIFA pays our participation fee from the World Cup. Now, it's worth noting that FIFA gives that 2.5 million for every country to prepare the moment you qualify for the World Cup. And that's the only money FIFA pays upfront. The rest of the money FIFA pays it after the tournament. Now, even though FIFA takes care of everything, there are so many other things that you want to take care of by yourself. And some of it includes maybe because FIFA provides hotels, flights, and all those things. But you also have other people that you need to fly in. Sometimes you also need to help bring in players' families. I don't know how, but for example, even the hotels come with food, but sometimes you want to prepare your own food from your own country for your own players. You have to bear that cost. FIFA will not bear that cost because the hotel will come with food. But obviously, you travel with your own chef. So there are ways where you also still need to expend money, need to make budget available for yourself. Even if FIFA is taking care of a lot of those things, a lot of those things. But in our case, a lot of our money has actually gone into paying bonuses because after the minister revealed that, I went to ask the question on Twitter and people were like, blah, 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 you're talking too much. They said I'm talking too much. Anyway, okay, guys, hold on. My phone is dying. I need to connect the charger. I'm back. So yeah, they said I talk too much. So I had to do the math or whatever. So guys, today we are in a math class. Let's do the math. And I'll tell you how all of this is money, how all of this money was spent, based on what we know, what is publicly accessible information. There are certain aspects of the financing that we will not get into. I will just tell you what we know and how we spend that money before I tell you whether or not I think that is a prudent use of the money, or there are better ways, in my own suggestion, where we could use this money, especially given all of the limitations that we have as a footballing nation. Anyway, so let's get right down to it then. As I said, most of our money went into paying bonuses. And that's how we just spend the money. Just pay bonuses, bonuses, bonuses. All the money goes into individual pockets. I don't have a problem with paying bonuses to people. Do I have a problem with the figures? Maybe, yeah. But I think people who work and do even serve the nation, they deserve compensation. But I have one or two qualms about the figures involved for sure. Anyway, so let's get into it. How did we spend 58 million Ghana cedis at the World Cup when FIFA is taking care of a lot of other things? And also gave us 2.5 million to prepare for the World Cup. So what exactly did we spend our money on? On paying bonuses. And I'll show you where those bonuses went to. Let's begin with what we know, appearance fees. The minister has said it's publicly available, $100,000 each to every player for this World Cup. We had 26 players plus Agbesi 27. So 100,000 multiplied by 27 players. That should give us 2.7 million US dollars. We will do this in USD and then we will do the Bank of Ghana rate to see what the CD figure looks like. 2.7 million. 2.7 million in appearance fees alone to 27 players. Now, when we qualified to the round of 32, each player was paid 30,000 US dollars as qualification bonus. Remember that the winning bonuses for each game is 10,000, but they don't really pay 10,000 per game. They just wait when they qualify, they put it together and pay for them. So that should give us 30,000 divided by, multiplied by 27 players. And this is just the players. This should give us 810,000 Appearance fees for the players was 2.7 million. So add 2.7 million to 810,000. That should give us 3.510 million. 3,510,000. That's how much the players' bonuses and appearance fees alone cost us at this World Cup. Now, let's talk per diems. Each player is entitled to a per diem of 150 USD per day. They started camp in Wales on the 25th of May. They left the US, I believe, on the 5th of May. So let's do that math. That should give us 41 days. Do this. 150 US dollars per day times 41 days times 27 players. So you have 150 times, let's say they did 41 days. 150 times 41 days times 27 players. Per diems alone for the players should amount to 166,050 US dollars. Let's add this to the appearance fees and bonuses, which amounted to 3.510. So plus 3,510,000. That should give us 3.676 thousand and 3,676,050 US dollars. This is per diems, appearance fees, and bonuses of players. So mark that down. 3.676. Okay, 3.676. Put that down. Now, we also know that there was a standard appearance fee of 300,000 US dollars for the 5 management committee members. Remember, the era of 100,000 per management member is being scrapped because there was public outrage. So they said, you know what, we allocate a certain amount and all of them can share. And that amount for this World Cup was 300,000 to be divided among the 5 management committee members. So let's put that down, 300,000. So 3.676 50 plus 300,000 USD. That should give us 3.976 US dollars at 50, right? That should give us 3,976,050 US dollars. That's what it should give us. Okay, good. So this is management committee members' appearance fee, plus us players' appearance fee, plus us players' winning bonuses, plus us players' qualification bonuses. Of course, as I said, there are per diems as well. I have not included technical team members' per diems, management committee members' per diems. I have not included technical team members' appearance fee. I have not. So keep that in mind. Because I don't even know how much appearance fee we are paying Carlos Queiroz or his 3 assistants or the 2 goalkeepers trainers or the video analyst or the set piece coach. I don't know. So I'm just giving that the benefit of the doubt and leaving that out. We can make an approximation maybe at the end of the video. So we are at 3.976 and 50 USD for all of the aforementioned. Now, we also paid the remainder of winning bonuses for the qualification series. So let me give you a little background. During the qualifying series, the winning bonus per winning a game was 10,000. The minister came and everything. They had a meeting with the players. They said, you know what, we can't pay 10,000 to you guys for every win in this qualifying series for the World Cup. So we'll pay you 5,000 instead. But if you qualify for the World Cup, we will do a back calculation and pay the remaining 5,000 over the number of wins. And we use so many players, so I don't want to, so it will be difficult for me, like 40 players 45 players. We use so many players during those 10 qualifying matches. But for the purposes of accounting, let's just say we use 27 players. We won 8 matches. They paid 5,000 per win for those 8. So it's meaning 5,000 per win for the 8. If you multiply 5,000 by 8, that's 40,000. Let's say we're multiplying 40,000 by 27 players. That is for the qualifying series. Okay. 40,000 times 27 players. 1,080,000 US dollars. That is back pay. Now, we hadn't paid that money. So that also came out of this release from the finance minister. That much I know. So this is an assumption. We probably paid more because there were so many other players involved and what have you. But I don't want to get into that. So let's say we also paid 1,080,000 US dollars for the qualifying series, back pay or bonuses that we didn't pay. Let's add that to our original figure. So plus our original figure was 3,976,050 USD. That should give us 5.5. That should give us 5,056,050 US dollars. This is what we publicly know. This is on the players alone. Bonuses on the players alone. Plus 300,000 appearance fees from management committee members and per diems of players. This figure is minus bonuses for our technical team members, so Keros and all of his backroom staff. This is minus per diems for Keros and his backroom staff. This is minus whatever bonuses they would have paid Otto and his own backroom staff for the qualifying series. This is also minus per diems of other officials, including the management committee members that were at this World Cup. I have not included any of that. And we are at 5,056,000 USD. Let's say, we're not saying, the Bank of Ghana rate for the dollar today is 11.6. So multiply 5,056,050 US dollars times 11.6. That should give us 47,202,180 Ghana cedis. Bonuses. So the 58 million, per this calculation, my brothers, it is left with 11 million Ghana cedis. So the 11 million Ghana cedis, if we pay Carlos Queiroz and his backroom staff their bonuses, and we pay per diem for them and other officials, then the chef, the cook, because we had our own chef, and then even when we finished playing Colombia, we were supposed to leave the next day, Saturday, but they had to extend the hotel stay for some people because they couldn't get back on time. So all of that came from government coffers. So I'm guessing that they'll add the 2.5 million that we use for the preparation to pay for some of these things. Remember that when we went, so all that camping from Wales to Virginia, all of that will have to come from that 2.5 million. So maybe we didn't finish it, so we'll add some of it to pay for some of this stuff. Sikano, Asa. And in all of this calculation, did you notice where all the money was going? Individuals' pockets. Players, coaches, officials, just pockets. Individual pockets. And this for me is what disappoints me, you know, why so much money into individual hands? There's nothing institutionalized. $100,000 per player for showing up at the World Cup. A little too much for me. It's a bit too much. Especially given that they'll also be paid winning bonuses. If we have that money, we get over $1 million saved that we could pump into a wholesale facility in Pram Pram or into another pitch in Pram Pram. The FIFA money comes, we invest some of it into building a hotel facility in Pram Pram and building more pitches and bring it up to the standard of a national team facility. But the cycle has been the same. We go to the World Cup, we pay majority of the money as bonuses. We come back, the government says, we gave you the money to pay into bonuses, so give us the money back. And this is why the government keeps taking the money back. Because they realize all the money they're paying the people is going into individual pockets. And it's taxpayers' money. Why should they give that money to people to put in their pockets, even if they are players or whatever? And if there's an opportunity to take it back for the taxpayer, they wouldn't take the money. This is why. This is why. Because if majority of this money was going into preparations, like, I don't know, playing friendly matches and organizing better camping, or we had our own camping facility and what have you, they wouldn't even need to spend all of this money in the first place. This cycle has to stop as a country. For me, my suggestion would be reduce the winning bonus, not the winning bonuses per se, even reduce appearance fees for all these players during the World Cup. Let's cut down on this frivolous spending that we like to do. And when the money returns, that can be the government's own investment into sports infrastructure. Let the FA keep the money, or at least find an independent administrator for that money and let them use that money to build a legacy project that the Ghanaian people would be very proud of. It is our taxes. So if you give it to the FA and it comes and FIFA pays them the money, you don't take it back and you say, okay, this money is for we ordinarily should take it, but it's for the taxpayer, and we are willing to give you the taxpayers' money to build something that could create and put a stop to the vicious cycle of always spending so much money every World Cup. I guarantee you, if Forson and his people left this 58 million to the FA and left the entire 12 million to the FA, actually, once the money comes from FIFA and he doesn't take his 58 million from it, and they leave that money to the FA, appoint an independent administrator, find a contractor, let them do a bidding process, whatever, design something competitive one, build an ultra-modern facility like Clairefontaine or the Moroccan Football Training Center at Pram Pram. The land is there. That could become government's big legacy. And that will stop a lot of useless spending, because the next World Cup, the government would not need to spend 58 million Ghana cedis. I guarantee you that. So in the long term, the government saves money. Why don't we like investing in long-term projects? I will never understand it. So many World Cups. This is our 5th World Cup. How come not at any point did somebody stop to think, let's just do this once and for all? The last World Cup, the sports minister said, when they brought the money, he said he was giving them 2.something million to build a facility. I haven't even seen that facility. 4 years have come. I don't know what the FA has done. I know they're doing something. They built a couple of, I think they want to build a hostel facility with it. To be fair, I haven't been there in maybe 6 months. Last time I was there, the facility isn't up. But they've had the money for more than 2 going to 3 years. I know they didn't have it for the whole 4 years, but they've had it for a while. Even for they themselves, we see all what these road minister and all these government agencies do when there's progress of work. They'll do a nice video to update the general public. This is what they're using the money. That is taxpayers' money. So if they give you the money, whatever you do with it, at every stage you need to update the public. I don't know what they've done with that money. But perhaps if they did something with that money and they stated the cost and put it out publicly, then we can support them and say you gave them 2 million or whatever. This is what they've done. The rest of the money, give it to them. Why isn't anybody thinking long term here? Am I crazy, guys? Am I crazy? I don't know. But we are here again. The money will come. At first, we'll take in 58 million, and then the rest of the money to the sports minister to go and do his calculation and say you took money here, there. So you owe this amount of money, or you owe this, you owe that. Bring it. Before you realize that money is finished, we haven't done anything with the money. Then we'll start fighting again. Another World Cup will come, another big budget. Then we'll go again. Then we'll go and spend the money. They will come and say, give us the money back. What's this? What is this? So, guys, let me know in the comments if you have suggestions, ideas of how we can change this cycle. Because quite frankly, it annoys me. It bothers me.